Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in and welcome back to 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for this general love message. We're going to get right into it with the 1212 makeshift deck. We're going to see what comes out, what you need to know regarding love. Thank you again for allowing me to read for you. Heavenly Creator, bless this video and bless the collective with a truthful and resonating message. Thank you, and thank you. Now we got them shuffled up. We got them cut. Let's see what comes out regarding love. What you need to know at this time. What is the love message? First card up says, don't play with me. Okay, collective, who you don't want to play with you? All right. First card out says, don't play with me. Who the collective don't want to play with them? Maybe waste their time, something like that. What else? What is the love message at this time? What's over there? Okay, we're going to keep that little stack. I got a little stack, thankfully. Let's see what comes up. It says, I'm strong enough. Yeah, don't play with me. And I'm strong enough. Yeah, I'm getting where maybe some type of awakening has happened. Maybe a level up. Yeah, past is there. Yeah. So someone from the past here. My collective, you ain't playing with them no more, but that hasn't stopped them from wanting you. Look at desire. That's there as well. That hasn't stopped this person from wanting you and, wanting to see you. You know who it is? It's that karmic twin flame. Yeah. The karmic. The karmic has had you on their mind heavily. Yeah, I feel like probably from learning a lesson here. Somebody's karmic probably learned a lesson about cycles ending. Yeah. About awakenings. Yeah. That's how I'm getting it coming through. That next card is destiny. Yeah. Well, collective, now that things are over, that's how I'm getting it, because the past is here. This person knows that, you are part of their destiny. They still have feelings for you and desire you. You are hot is here. I can't make it up, They still want you and are thinking of you heavily. I feel like this may be a part of their karma, having you on their mind constantly, replaying events, constantly remembering what happened between you and them, just can't get you off of their mind because they know now, you know, somebody knows now that you're a special person, how much look, holding on to the past. I can't make it up. That's the last one. Holding on to the past is what it says. So I got some energy here, coming in, still holding on to the past in this remembrance and thinking of you and, maybe dreaming of you. But they realize and recognize this special energy of yours for what it truly is now. While you are in this very, what I got was elevated off of that, don't play with me and I'm strong enough. I got where this relationship or connection could have led someone here in my collective to their personal breakthrough, emotional awakening, something like that. We're going to get into some oracle cards. But yeah, this past person, still thinks of and remembers. I just got where someone could be listening to music that you two used to listen to together. Oh goodness, let's get into it. What is, okay, the tea. I got a tea bit. Let me find it. I had a couple of personal readings, so I moved some stuff around, but it's gonna be the sweet love tea. Let's see what is the tea over this. Tell us more about this person here showing up in the general love message today. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot coming out, wanting me to let the collective know that, you're on their mind heavily. You may not think that this person thinks of you, but they do. Someone here, you may not even want them to, but they do. Still holding on to the past and just living in regret for somebody. Yeah, yeah. Living in regret for somebody's person. Let's do this love tea. Let's get into this cup of tea and see what's up. What else you need to know here and find out over this, over this energy for this person. What else that hit me up in my chest? It says love stories. It just popped up in my chest. It says love stories. Communicating and saying what needs to be said. Look, tough love, truth talk. I don't gotta make it up. You know, they want to talk to you. They miss you. Reality that they are in now, they weren't in that before. Bottom of the deck is flying high. Feeling infatuated or having an intense affair, starry-eyed and passionate. Yeah. The reality or the realization of the level of love that this person that was your karmic twin flame, they've gone or are going through this karma. And as they go through that, memories and the songs was what I got and things like that, man. They hit this person in waves, and it makes this person very almost in this swoon energy. It makes them want to do this reaching out right here, this communicating and just saying what needs to be said, just coming on out and apologizing or coming on out and telling the truth or whatever it is. Let me pick this one up. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. It fell on the floor. Yeah, look, wish granted. It becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. Magic, effort, and results. Look at effort. Somebody's person is these synchronicities and signs and things like that. And what they're experiencing, their ego death or their, oh goodness, dark night of the soul. It has them ready, to just tell the truth here and really make this effort. Look at men's souls on the bottom of the deck. Men's souls. Love with purpose. Heal with passion. You see that? And compassion. Heal with compassion. Empathy. Forgive and renew. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why they wanted me to let you know that they're still thinking of you, because someone's person is going through this renewal of their energy or this awakening or opening of their chakra or, whatever is along their path or journey to go through here. But with each step or move that they make, they can't keep you off their mind. They realize that in the past they messed this up. I feel like this person may have blamed you before, but through this, through this it's almost like an energetic beatdown. Through this energetic beatdown that they've experienced, they have no choice but to keep it real here. This could just be a genuine, heartfelt apology, something that the person on your mind knows that you need or knows that is necessary for them to move forward. But this is definitely a healing or some type of opening up and conversation. This is ever after. Conversation being had here. This is ever after. It says having the fortitude to create a lasting love. See? Yeah, I can't make it up. Ever after, having the fortitude to create a lasting love. Long term, all in, and invest. Yeah, they want to see. Somebody's person is going to ask. And then once this truth conversation is had, once you see true and genuine effort that I'm getting where, if you'll give them the chance to show you that true and genuine effort, somebody in my collective, look, it's going to be magical. Look, yeah. It's not an illusion. It's going to be magical, making magic. Yeah. That opportunity to put what I got was this long-term commitment back on the table. This could be someone's ex-husband or ex-wife. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that karmic cycle that you experience with them is something there about this being your person's own separate journey, their own separate lesson that they had to learn and find out. Tell me about this lesson that this person is learning and these things that the person on my collective mind is feeling that's got them ready to do all of this here. Please and thank you. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. Tell me about what the heck is really going on. Look at heartstrings. I can't. Heartstrings. Strike a chord together with gentle harmony, serenity, balance, look, and match. May as well be the temperance card. Because that's the energy I get off of it. Yeah. Off of this heartstrings. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on with someone's person. That rebalancing there, that cleanse. They could have lost someone, their mother, their father lost somebody real important to them. And, that is what created this just a different type of awareness in this person. That's what I mean. That happened outside of you. Yeah, look at breaking free from stress and toxic relationships. Something happened. Look, escape, worth, a new path. Bottom of the deck is golden cage. Someone's person has been let out of their cage. They had them trapped, their cage in their mind, their cage in their finances. That oh my goodness, their trauma in their family. That's how they was able to realize that you were that special person here. Because I wanted to know what is going on. Why this person just gonna, try to show up in my collective's life like this. I feel like, somebody for the energy to be here, you've had them on your mind too. There was something that come across and reminded you of this person too. But they have, I feel like, kept whatever energetic connection and bond so strong because they, when they wake up in the morning, you're on their mind. When they go to sleep, you're on their mind. Look at Burning Bright. I can't make it up. When they at work and when they burning bright, stoke passion to keep the flame of love alive. I'm telling you, they have kept or created or stoked, hoping to intimacy, sparks, and warmth. Someone's person here, yeah. Yeah, it could be done died down to what is a smoke. I'm telling you, barely even, yeah. Yeah, because I'm sick of it. There was like some of the first energy. Don't play with me. I'm not going to do that again with you. It's some of my collective's first energy here. I had someone to come through and be like, narcissists aren't forever partners or something like that. And you are absolutely right. But people that go through the healing and get the help and learn the lesson and see, that's not up to me, you, and nobody else to say who is changing and who is not. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. And I asked, what's their problem? What's up with them? I asked, what's going on? Why they feel like they just able to come in and gonna be able to, spill the beans now. I'm getting it where somebody in my collective, look, sweet home. When you were trying, yeah. I did. I got this as an ex-spouse or something like that. Sweet home says making a good home life or settling down, marriage, and lasting love. When you were trying to be in this energy with this person, they weren't on that. I get it. So, I get it. I get the skepticism. I pick it up. But I feel like actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Give me one more here and then we are going to get, yeah, because that's how I'm hearing it. Actions speak louder than words. We're going to get some statements from this person and move into the tarot. 1212, Heartbreak and Love Tarot. What is going on with this person? Why they trying to come in here with this look at Grateful Dance? Lift each other up during both high and low times. Inspire, hold, and footlong. Yeah. Wanting to be lifted up, realizing that again, what was happening or what you two shared or the energy and love is how I'm getting it. Calmer waters on the bottom of the deck is truly, the Oh man, the life water that they yearn for. That's what I heard. That's what I just heard for somebody. Getting rid of upheaval and leaving the drama behind. Quiet times. Yeah. Quiet times. Somebody's person. Yeah. Because they able to come in and tell the truth. Because they, again, I got where someone experienced a traumatic loss, and it affects them emotionally to in a place that they never experienced before. That is what, opens up or triggers, you know, what they need. Yeah. 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 Based on where they are on the journey of the cards. Yeah. Let's see what this person has to say for, to you. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let's put the loyalty cards up real quick and see what I can get. 12, heartbreak and love tarot. Let's see here. What's up? Let's do the messy truth. Yeah, let's do the messy truth. Why not? What's the messy truth here? What this person probably should have said or should have done in the past. What they'll have to admit. Ooh, collective. What they'll have to admit here. Somebody in my collective, I really get a lot of resistance, you know. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be actions that speak louder than words for this person. And I feel like this messy truth that they're willing to come in and admit that's gonna be your sign. Yeah, let's do that. This messy truth deck. Let's cut it. 12, heartbreak and love tarot. Yeah, the messy truth. What messy truth? Messy truth. Is this person coming in to admit, coming in and wants to make right for someone else here in my collective? Please and thank you. And then we'll get into the tarot cards. Please and thank you. What messy truth does this energy here have to and want to? What are they going to admit to the collective? We got going to, and it in their head, overthinking, stressed out, and spinning scenarios. I can't make it up, y'all. The 12 deck had that, they were in there thinking of you, constantly replaying what happened between you two in their mind, constantly thinking in this what if energy is what I got. What if I said this? What if I did that? What if I had not said this? If the collective would have just acted like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a part of somebody's person's karma. Having to hold on to this past, and again having to admit this truth or having to write this truth, apologize for this shit, whatever that is. Yeah, let me get one more and we'll move into the tarot. One more messy truth. Yeah, the messy truth is stay in their head to the point that they stressed out, can't focus, like I said, can't work. Yeah, for somebody's person, look, and glow up time. And your glow up, man, look, transformation. Why they watched you glow up. That's what that was. I'm strong enough and don't play with me. Why they watched you glow up. You doing better without them. And it hurts them. That's the that's the messy truth. They thought that, them walking away or them hurting you, them lying to you, whatever this was, putting you in a third party was going to completely break you. But whatever this is, backfired. Done explaining, no more justifying. Yeah, the silent treatment for someone, ghosting for someone else here in my collective. Yeah, they thought that oh my goodness, this person here, somebody's person really had a serious ego check to have. I don't know what train they was on, where they came from, but dealing with you and again just stirring up whatever karmic pot, because they were a karmic twin flame. For me, karmic karma is about lessons that have to be learned. I feel like watching you glow up, watching you be okay with not talking to them, moving forward, staying strong. For somebody here with that, I'm strong enough. Yeah, you staying strong. Look, I chose me. Yeah. Yeah, that's the messy truth. I chose me. Self-love, emotionally mature. Yeah. A clean break. Somebody in my collective, you chose you. And that's hurting this person. It has them broke down inside. That's why the scenarios keep replaying over and over in their minds. That's why they can't move forward. That's why they have to talk. That's why when they hear the songs and, again, man, hear your name or see something or pass a place that you two used to go. It's almost sickening to this person. Look, it's not me, it's the trauma. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's why I said they were created. This monster was created out of their childhood, out of their past, out of other relationships, whatever. But it was when they ran into your energy and tried to pull whatever it was, the stunt that they pulled, that that triggered your awakening. For somebody in my collective 1212 heartbreak and love tarot, and that also triggered what was a karmic storm for them. That was just how I heard it. Karmic storm for someone, and all types of different awakenings for the others. 1212 heartbreak and love tarot. Take what resonates and leave what does not. You know where this person, shut you out at. You know where this person was damaged at or broken at, especially these ex-husbands and ex-wives and all of that I was picking up on. Y'all know, yeah, where they were unfaithful and where they were just broken from the start was how I heard it for somebody's person. Let me get into these tarot cards. Yeah, let's get on into the tarot and keep this thing going. But that's the messy truth, man. They they are trapped in their head. And the memories, again, in the synchronicities or the realization. Because understand, before experiencing what somebody's person experienced, they thought they were right. You can't feel what is this conviction within your heart and within yourself if you don't think you're wrong. Yeah, I'm getting away. Some of them had to have what were serious ego checks or go through serious and heavy extreme loss, to be put in check, to be rebalanced, to be snapped out of whatever trance and shit that they was in. Yeah. 4 of Wands on the bottom of my tarot deck. To see whatever they were building and trying to develop with that other person that it would not succeed with that 4 of Wands in the reverse. Let's clarify some of these cards we have up here. Love stories, wish granted, ever after, heartstrings, burning bright, and graceful dance. Yeah, now I understand a lot better. They ass want to talk and tell the truth because they know, first of all, for somebody that's the only thing that's gonna help in this karma and this the way they being spanked down by spirit. I mean, beat down for somebody's person. The others that again are trying to restoke and trying to keep what I got was just this slither. I mean, it's just the logs of what are this flame of love. They are just smoking. Like they how the fire get left out overnight and the next day it's still hot way up deep in the woods somewhere because it's still smoking. They trying to stoke, blow on the wood and put little stuff to try to, and I feel like that's what these little its and bits of communication could start to be about, or these its and bits of truth. I don't know why I'm hearing it like that, but it said tough love and a truth talk. That's what somebody's person could have no choice but to come out. Yeah, look at the world card. I mean, it's about cycles and certain things having to end for something to begin here. Whether it's a new beginning between you two, where there's healing and moving forward for you, for this person, But the truth, it could be other individuals involved. When as I got partners that were separated and divorced and things like that. It could be children involved and things like that. Man, it's time to step it up here. It's how I'm hearing it. So things have to be talked about. There's some things with their world card, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius. I'm getting off of the world card that have to be talked about in their truth and saying what needs to be said. Energy there. Wish granted. Look, it's the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio over wish granted. It becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. Magic, effort, yeah, wish granted. I'm telling you, it's something here about those actions that take place that are going to confirm for somebody in my collective that your person did experience or is genuine here. Because remember, I moved right into, why and what was going on, what they want to talk to you so about now that, you don't believe it. Someone in my collective, you don't believe it, that all they do is think about you and they still love you and that they're sorry and they want to, again, put what is this long-term and lasting love, back up on the table and try it again. Shit. They know it's going to be hard. They're going to have to work hard for it. Look, because of what they did. The justice in reverse. Yeah. I'm telling you, the ink ain't even dry on somebody's papers. Justice in reverse. The scales, Libra. What I just heard. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, though. Air element. Ooh. Yeah, I literally got that the ink isn't even dry on somebody's papers here. So you don't believe me. And you're not going to believe your person. No, you're not going to believe them. When they show up crying like this, when they show up, in this energy, like you really don't, it's just hitting them. Let me say it like that. It's just hitting them. That's what it's got to be. Because remember, I got right into this. What's up with them? Why they want to be all over my collective now when bam, heartstrings, serenity, balance. This reality check for them that they, losing their family. You know what I mean? That they losing their wife or they losing their husband, man. This is look. that they lied and should have, when they should have told the truth and done the right thing. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Seven of Swords is what came out over heartstrings. Yes, wearing them out. It is tearing this person up, man. That's all they can think about. The swords are air element. So much mental energy. Where they lied and should have told the truth. They even lied that they were okay with proceeding with, again, the separation. You walking away from them. It was a lie. They weren't okay with that ever. Ever. Somebody's person felt like, they weren't going to fight you or because they knew they had hurt you. That's how I'm hearing it. Because they knew they had hurt you with that Seven of Swords. But it's messing with them so bad. And again, they don't want what is, look. 10 of Wands. That's what them popped up. I got another card on the deck, but the 10 of Wands. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I keep saying it. It's weighing on them so heavy, y'all. I know they did. They walked up in the courtroom or they walked in there with them papers like they were so. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They may have even told people, or told you, I don't think about you. It's not, what? It's a lie. It's a lie. Watch this card confirm. It's a lie. They want more than anything for you to just say, I don't know, it's something here like just a little sliver or a little, you sure? Or, or show any type of, look, 10, any type, 10, any type of mercy. And they would again, do anything they could. Look, intimacy, sparks, warmth. They would do anything they could. Look, I told you. 9 of Swords. I told you it's tearing them up, y'all. I told you. They crying at night. They staying up. They can't eat. They can't sleep. The ghosts of the past are hunting them. The ghosts of the past are hunting the person here. And they know, that's how I'm getting. They know that you know, don't believe it, or that you, because your energy is cold. They can't feel your energy anymore. You know, you've completely cut them off, or you know, you know, whatever. With the Ace of Cups, whatever, telepathic and pre-existing connections, interjected connections. This person knows that you don't feel them anymore. Oh my goodness. Graceful dance. Don't worry. I gotta chase the graceful dance card. Yeah. You won't talk to him no more. That's what I said. Page of Swords in the reverse. I gotta pick up the card off the floor. But yeah, you won't talk to him no more. They know you know, don't necessarily feel the same. And what it is, 12 heartbreak and love tarot, is you love yourself more here. It's not about loving this person less. And I think that again, when we're still in our own deep self-love and what is a part of our healing, sometimes we'll be upset and you know, instantly reject the idea that the person that hurt us can learn or can be hurt too, or could have got hurt to the extent that because it wasn't you. But I'm telling you, spirit took care of I'm telling you it did. What is this over graceful dance? I can make it up. The Page of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you, this person isn't interested and anyone else. That's how I'm hearing it. I'm hearing that if you know nothing has worked out with anyone else, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, that Page of Wands in the reverse is very, you know, just out of it, kind of lost, not being able to focus and pay attention. That's why I said all that work with you on their mind and can't go here, and you know anything they see and the music and it just eats them up so bad. At night it's the worst. At night it's the worst. They know that you know you ain't thinking about them. You over there done glowed up, doing better, looking better. You know you're smiling more. This person's still riding by someone's house. I want to say that, not in a scary way, but you know in the way that they pretended. That person pretended that they were okay with things ending. Again, what I got to was the level of to divorce, and they weren't okay. They saw you two growing old together, and confirmation. Yeah, they choked up. They choked up about it. I'm telling you that they are so emotional, and didn't, you know, their ego wouldn't let them be honest at the time. Just wouldn't. And you know, that's on them. I'm just reading the cards as they come out. Yeah. 12 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. You know what? If you are enjoying the message like I am, hit the like, comment, subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I want to get some statement cards or something. Let's see what this person wants to say to my collective, and we will close this out, y'all. I want to get a couple of more statements. What this person want to say? You know, somebody's person, based on where they are on the journey of the cards. You know what I mean? They can't help themselves for trying to get this communication through. I heard it in tad bits, you know, bits of truth, because it's wearing them out. It's wearing them out. You know, anytime they see you, you could be moving on here, getting married, or, you know, have truly stepped into what is this higher version of yourself. So then, you know, whatever attention tactics and stunts, yeah, because it said don't play with me. Somebody in my collective really is not the woman or man that you used to be while dealing with this person in the past. You know, well, this person isn't either, because of something that they have experienced here, because of something in their world that came crashing down, that I'm telling you, and taught them a lesson, or check their ego, or hurt them, or something in a way that, you know, they had not experienced while dealing with you before. So You know, that's where it's coming from. Because that's how I got that energy out of my collective, was like kind of resistant. This person don't even, you know, somebody's person doesn't even believe that you believe it. You know, they're still thinking about you when they are. That they still love you when they do. You know, when they, you know what I mean? So I'm just giving it to you like, look, I feel lonely on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you. You know, they feel lonely. They didn't act like that when whatever proceedings was taking place. That's how I'm getting it. I'm telling you, off of that husband or wife that went ahead and signed them papers. I'm telling you, they were so bold, like they were really through when they knew they weren't. They weren't through. No, they weren't through, and they just hoping and praying and wish here to the divine, to God, that, you know, it would be different than what it is. That's just how it is. Look, I was hurt by you. I'm telling you, it hurt them. It hurt them, and instead of admitting, you know, that they were hurt and having that conversation, nah, their ego wouldn't let them do that. So things proceeded. My collective decided to choose yourself, you know, leveled up, moved on, and now they're just going through an ego death. Now they're going through and having to look at themselves in the mirror, you know, this oh goodness, shadow work and things like that. Look, don't wait for me, please. I'm telling you, somebody in my collective ain't. But don't wait for me, please. Yeah, because they have, somebody's person really does have serious work to do here. Again, their inner self, their higher self has their work to do. Finances, I'm hearing for somebody, you know, getting themselves together as far as stability and things like that. But it doesn't stop them. Look, I long for your kiss. It does not stop them from having you on their mind heavily. And they wanted to make sure that I let you know that here today, collective. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. What else does this person want to say to her collective? Please and thank you. Look, I can't promise you anything. Yeah, because they know. Somebody's person, they really know that you know, they not on the level they need to be to provide, you know, the lifestyle that you wish to have, or what they feel like now that, again, they coming out of whatever fog they was under, that they know you deserve and things like that. They really, you know, they don't want to disappoint you, is how I'm getting it out of that energy. You know, they disappointed you enough, or they disappointed you before. They don't want to disappoint you. But look, I'm telling you, a lot of adult energy here. You know, heavy with you on their mind. Heavy adult energy, still desiring you. That was what came out specifically, the word desire. You know, and I'm telling you, at night, I got where that was when it was the, you know, somebody's person here. Yeah, they still watch whatever videos y'all made and look at pictures. And, you know, we all grown. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. I can't look. I told you, they watch whatever videos. They look at your pictures. They truly ache in their heart, you know, for you. They really do. They're paying for memories. Yeah, they do. They do. What is it? Oh, excuse me. Why is it that you love me? But but they still this person can't believe they messed up. That why is it that you love me? That person cannot believe they messed this connection up. I'm literally getting it. Like, why did you even love me in the first place? I was such a dumbass. So I was such a jerk. Or, you know, I was never on your level when it came to being communicative. Or when it came to that's that changing energy. Like I said, they're gonna be able to talk and have truthful and open conversations with you in a way that they was never able to do before. I gotta pick them up. 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. I can't make it up. They fell on the floor. Look, I want to be different. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. The person said they telling you. They want to be different. Different type of conversation. Different approach. You know, different level of awareness for somebody's person here. It's the truth. And then, again, it's I keep getting that nudge like they wanted me to let you know. Even though you might not believe it. I'm picking these up here. I got too many. But I guess the Spirit saying to keep them all. Why can't I move on from you? Even though you might not believe it. Look, because that ink is fresh. That was how I heard it for somebody. It the way that this person just acted. Uh-huh. Makes it hard for you to believe that they miss you like this. That they are going through what is this turmoil and heartache and struggling and crying and feeling bad and I can't make it up, man. I had to pick these up. Yeah, I can't let go of you. Yeah, they're not. They not. That's why I got what is energetic tie or telepathic even connection and things like that. It still exists because this person can't let it go. They're not gonna let you go for somebody here. 1212 heartbreak and love tarot. But again, it's these actions. It's these actions that go with the words that, first of all, the words are going to be so surprising. The types of truths and things like this that this person comes into, man, it's gonna be on another level, and then to come through with the actions to support it. That's how you'll know. And of course you can always get your personal reading, you know what I mean, to confirm that this is your person or to see exactly where they are on the journey of these cards. But trust me when I say, look, I can't take it anymore. Yeah, I had to pick. I was shuffling. I had 2 or 3 to 5. I had to pick them all up. I can't take it anymore. Trust me when I say that this person, yeah, somebody's person. they can no longer remain under this pressure. That's how I'm hearing it. This pressure of what's really taking place with you completely walking away from them or you completely shutting them out. I got it where they may have been very egotistical at the time of signing whatever paperwork for divorce and things like that. But this person don't want to lose their family. This person doesn't want to lose you. And that communication will come in from them just like this. I can't take it anymore. I can't take the space. I can't take the distance. I love you. I want to be with you. I can't let go of you. I was hurt. That's what happened. And things like that. Stuff that you never heard this person say. I'm telling you, Collective. Yeah. That is what I have for you. If you've enjoyed this message, y'all, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Until we meet in the next one, 1212, Heartbreak and Love Tarot, I will see you soon. Bye.